Hello guys, good afternoon. How are you today? Let's give it a couple minutes for the rest to join the meeting, please.
Hello.
Good morning, teacher. Good afternoon.
Well, yes, afternoon actually. Well, I think we're almost all here. Someone is joining, but it doesn't finish the process. There you go. Okay, guys, today we actually start third partial. Yes, that's good news for everyone because we are finishing almost the first semester. And of course, that's good news as I was telling you before. And as I guess the rest of the teacher have shared with you, for this partial, we have something different. And that's that the evaluation for this partial, it's not the same as the first and the second one, because you will have to do a project, and that will feed for all the assignments that you have to do, for all the subjects that you have to go through and stuff like that. And also a very important part of this partial is that, well, at the end of the semester, you will have to hand your portfolio, the one that we have been working on, remember? But it's gonna have a little variation. What is the variation this time? As you have been working on your portfolio and you have been putting there all your activities, the ones that you do by yourselves, homeworks and Word documents, PDF documents, and stuff like that. Now you are going to upload that folder that you have done up to Google Drive. So you have to update your folder in Google Drive, because by the end of the semester, your test will be that, the portfolio itself. It has to have first the cover. And the cover must have your name, my name, the name of the subject, your class, the school year, everything very, very pretty though, because the presentation matters a lot to me, and you know that. So you have to work on it. You will have the time. You have around 4 weeks to put everything together in case you're missing something. Either way, class to class, I will be telling you or reminding you about documents that you need to have there organized chronologically. That means that everything must be organized by dates. In the first partial we have only a couple documents, it's okay. In the second partial we had a lot more. And now remember that we have to finish sort of a project that we're doing with the stories. Everything that we do for those stories must be in your portfolio. The mind maps, all the work that you have to do, you have done with your group, and some other stuff that we will be working on during the classes. As your homeworks, things that are in the platform that you have to download, pictures, screenshots, everything must be there. Of course, and always, every single page that you work on must have the date and your name, as I have said before. Don't forget about that, but because it's an important part of your portfolio. It's part of your rubric. It's part of the way we are going to grade you. If something is missing, you will miss points. And I'm sure you don't want that. So please, and of course, punctuality, it's something really important too. But either way, we're gonna keep talking about that later, but I need you to keep in mind that everything we do, it needs to be there, okay? Work on the cover, work on the thing that you have to upload to Google Drive and stuff like that, because maybe next week I'm gonna ask you randomly, I'm going to ask you randomly for the links of the portfolio, just to check if you are working on them, okay? So you have to do that this week. Any questions?
Miss, something that I don't understand is how to put the cover in the portfolio.
A Word document.
Only for the cover.
Yes, a Word document only for the cover.
How I'm going to
You could make actually a slideshows. For example, if you have a lot of pictures, right? You have pictures because of the works that you have done and that you have handwritten and stuff like that. You could probably put it on a slideshow presentation, and then you can put your cover. And the name of the portfolio must have the title of the portfolio must have your name and your class. And inside, it has to be something that indicates that that's your portfolio. A Word document, it's that simple, honey. I have to check that, and it has to have your information in the folder.
and
It's like a notebook.
the activities in live worksheet we have to
Screenshots, yes.
and if I didn't do it before.
Because I never said that you have to do it. This partial, we're gonna do that. I already,
Starting this
yes,
partial.
of course. I'm not asking
Okay.
you to put something that you haven't done or I haven't indicated before. That would be like not fair at all. So only the things that I have told you to put on in the portfolio are gonna be there. This partial, we're gonna do a lot more because we have to finish the story project, and all of the things that we have done with the story must be in your portfolio, organized chronologically, okay? So don't worry about the things that I haven't asked before, because it would be like impossible for you to take pictures or a screenshot, because those worksheets, they expire and you won't see them anymore. So don't worry, okay? Any further questions about that topic? No? If you have any kind of doubts, remember that you can send me a message through the Zoom channels, okay? Just privately, in order to solve anything that you have a doubt of, okay? So today we're gonna start. Give me a second to share my screen, because I want to show you some slides. Give me 1 second. There we go. In this case, I have some slides. Well, I was looking for the best that explains this topic. It's not that hard. You have seen it before. And I like it though, because it's something you could use every day when you talk to other people, okay? So it's active and passive voice, form and use. We're gonna make a review of all passive voice. I have some exercises here, and then we're gonna do some other stuff, okay? So active and passive voice, form and use. Okay, we're gonna start with a sad story that says, last week I found a great apartment. The rent was reasonable. That's why I decided to throw a party the other night. The next day I was thrown out of it. Active or passive voice? I threw a party the other night. Active, meaning I did something. And I was thrown out of it. It's passive. Something was done to me. I received the action. I got the structure here. The passive is formed with the verb to be in the appropriate tense, depending on how you're gonna work. And the main verb in past participle. The terrorist was arrested early this morning. Toyota cars are made in Japan. A new class representative will be chosen on Monday. These examples show that a passive sentence can be in whatever tense you like, and the tense of the verb to be changes to give different tenses in the passive. Let's review about verb to be. In the simple present, as you already know, because it's very common, am, is, or are. In the present continuous tense, am, is, are plus be. Present perfect tense, have been, has been. The past simple tense, was or were. The past continuous tense, was, were, being. The past perfect tense, had been. And the future tense, will be. And with modals, can be, would be, should be, maybe, or must be. Do these sentences have the same meaning? What's the difference? The mouse was eaten by the cat. And in active voice, the mouse ate the cat. Do you think it's the same? Daniela, what do you think?
Wait. Yes, it's the same, but with another.
You think it's
word.
the same? I make it bigger because probably we are not able to see it properly. It says in the first one that it's passive voice, the mouse was eaten by the cat, and in active voice, the mouse ate the cat. Do you think that's right?
No.
Why not?
The cat in the first one says that the cat ate the mouse. Not the mouse.
The cat ate the mouse. Okay, organize your ideas. I have the passive voice, okay? Yes. Right, the passive voice says, the mouse was eaten by the cat. In the active voice, they assume that the mouse ate the cat. Do they mean the same?
Yes, in the first one, I understand that the cat ate the mouse. And
that is the active voice that it's supposed to be written, right? If I have to put this passive sentence into the active sentence, I have to put the cat ate the mouse. So in the passive voice says the mouse was eaten by the cat, right? That's the correct form, right, Eduardo? Or not? What do you think, Eduardo?
Excuse me, what? I can't hear you really well. I don't know if it is my connection or something, but I can't hear you. So I don't know if I can.
You can follow me very well. My connection is very stable, so probably it's yours. Well, in the sentences that you see there, do they have the same meaning? Daniela. Can you see the sentences there?
Oh, no, okay.
The first one says, the mouse was eaten by the cat.
I cannot hear you.
Can you hear me? No? Eduardo, check your connection. Jorge, what about you?
Teacher, I'm asking you, can I turn off my camera so I can actually hear you?
I can follow you. I can follow you, Eduardo. What did you just say? I didn't understand what you're saying.
I didn't hear you.
You have trouble hearing me. Okay, Jorge.
For me, the message is the same, but the way to communicate it is different.
You think? Okay, that's your opinion. Vanessa, do you have a different opinion?
I think the same
Why
like
isn't your camera on, Vanessa?
I wrote something on the chat box. Can you check?
Oh, that's you. Okay, I'm gonna check it then. Emily, what happened with the camera?
Because my laptop has a
I
problem.
can't listen to you, honey. Vanessa, keep talking.
I'm saying that I think the same like Daniela, as Daniela.
And what is that?
Okay, what I understand on the first sentence is that the mouse, like the cat ate the mouse, okay? And in the active voice, it's like, it's not okay. Because they're saying like the mouse ate the cat.
So they don't mean the same, right?
Yeah.
Exactly, very good. Okay, perfect. Then let's continue. Let me see if I can move. Okay. Well, actually, in the last slideshow, the sentences don't mean the same because when I transform into passive, they have to have the same meaning in order it would be accurate, okay? I have the use right here. The passive is more common in written than in spoken English. It sounds formal and impersonal, and for that reason is often used in reports of crime or legal procedures. He was sentenced to 2 years in prison. Newspaper reports. The match was postponed due to a heavy fog. Scientific writing. 3 millimeters of water are added to the mixture. And announcements. Flight BA 302 to London is delayed by 2 hours. Notices. Customers are requested not to smoke. Okay, this is passive and active are a little more formal. So that's what it's used in these kind of papers. And then we have use. In everyday situations, we use it when we do not know or care who performs the action. I have told you this before. When we don't know who performed the action or for us, it's like not necessary to mention it, we use the passive voice. And in other words, the passive voice is used when we are more interested in what happens in the actions to a thing or a person. Nevertheless, it is not unusual to mention the actual doer in a passive sentence. In that case, we put them at the end of the sentence after the preposition by. For example, Great Expectations was written by Charles Dickens. Star Wars was directed by George Lucas. Okay? Any questions? Do you have any questions around this topic? Okay, as you don't have any questions, I will ask you to write 5 sentences. Take a notebook and take your pencil case, and you are going to write 5 sentences using passive voice. Okay? I'm going to send a screenshot of the tenses that you're supposed to use, okay? So you have variation and you could choose whatever tense you want, okay? Just give me 1 second and I'll send it. Remember that the paper you are about to write must have date well written. It's not like you're gonna write 24/8/2020. No. Monday, August 24th, 2020. Okay, that's the date.
In a paper.
In your notebook, yes. Okay? It must be legible because I'm gonna ask you for a picture for those, or for that exercise, okay? Give me 1 second to send the info to the channel.
Means 5 sentences, right?
remember that in case that you don't have something clear enough, the platform has information and resources to reinforce the knowledge, okay? To reinforce the topic that we have today, and you will be able to see that after class, okay? So you have 5 more minutes to do the sentences. Please, advanced sentences. I don't want something like Eiffel Tower was built in 1539 and that's it. No, try to make advanced sentences. That's why you're here. Thank you. Five passive sentences. Just passive. Are you done? Two more minutes. Then please send the picture to the Zoom channel. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, I'm gonna give you around 5 more minutes to finish and to send the picture into the Zoom channel, okay? And I'll be checking the sentences and I'll be grading over there, okay? For those that haven't sent already the link, the picture, you have 5 more minutes, okay? See you tomorrow, guys. Bye.